You can actually work in a funeral home. What hairstyle do you need personally? A mess. What experience do I remember the most? With dead people. I have burned. This is true. I'm gonna have to think about that. What do I hate? Like, that just doesn't look well for me. My name is Stylist Lee. I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I currently reside in Los Angeles. I'm a celebrity hairstylist, and I've been here for 5 years, and I actually work on set as CBS. I work with celebrities that you may know of, like Rich the Kid, Dawn Richards, and Ari Lennox. Someone who's incapable of doing their own hair, they lack skills, they don't know what's trendy. Just someone who's looking for a new look, where that's to complement what they are looking for, whether it may be their eyes, their cheekbones, their jawline, something that can be suitable for an outfit, just a job for that matter, just to look appealing. To me, a person who would ask me a question, what hairstyle do they need? Something that's clean, neat, framed to your face, whether that be a taper fade or something that's lined up to you, something that looks really neat and appealing to the eye when looked up front. I would have to say a mullet. I don't really like mullets. I think it's very old school. My least favorite hairstyle would probably also be I'm not really sure what it's called. This is a fro hawk, where it stands straight up like a rock star. I just feel like that just doesn't look well for me. A mess. I feel like you'll know when you have the best hairstyle when you look in the mirror and you say, wow, and you look good without clothes on. Some of the best hairstylists for me that I actually admire and look up to would have to say Ted Gibson, also Kim Kimble, and Ursula Stevens are one of my fave hairstylists that I actually look up to. Depending on the individual and what ethnicity they are, always be free of not overusing products. It causes buildup. If you are a person who likes to use products in the morning, I would advise you to invest in a good dry shampoo where you can refreshen if you don't have time to wash your hair every morning, or you can also tie your hair up at night. This is true. There is a lot of old styles that are in trend that I've been seeing a lot on social media and on the internet. One style per se, I would say the blunt cut is back. People are reviving it again like it's something new, but the blunt bob cut has been around since Devil Wears Prada. So it's very trendy, but I love it, but I'm happy that it's resurfaced. Also, another old style for the African-American community is afros. People are now growing their hair back out to kinky natural curls. They're embracing their natural hair. So I have been noticing a lot of old trends kind of making its way back. Which celebrities have the best hairstyles? I'm gonna have to think about that for a second. I'm feeling Demi Lovato's hair. She wears a nice blunt bang sometimes, or also an edgy bob. I also enjoy Issa Rae's natural hair. She likes to wear it pinned up. Sometimes she likes to play with braids and accessories. I enjoy those. Shows a little individuality. Who else have I been checking out lately? And Jennifer Lawrence. I love her frosting with her hair color. It's beautiful. Personally, I feel like once you find your look, it's good to stick with it, because it's really hard for an individual to find their look. Sometimes you can go 15, 20 years before you actually find a look that you like. However, if you are a person who has an oval face shape and most hairstyles look appealing to you, definitely you can change it once every 2 to 3 months. I've never cut a client's ear before, thank God. However, I have burned an individual before on accident because they moved, not because I just wasn't paying attention. No, I do not sell the hair that is left. However, sometimes if people leave hair behind, if they decide they want to donate it, we can donate it to Sister Locks. They'll either make it into extensions, maybe make it for wigs for cancer patients, or people who may be looking for donations. To be honest with you, haircut name just kind of comes naturally. It just depends on what you're feeling at the moment and what words will just catch the person's attention. This actually does happen, not often, but you do have individuals where they may not like the end results because they didn't consider the whole look. They may have saw a picture of someone that they liked and they didn't really look at it for themselves. So usually when something like that happens, I usually ask them, what is it that you don't like about the hairstyle? And then we can adjust it, whether that may be too much fringe in the front, whether it may be too long or too short, or maybe just pulling it away from their face. It just depends on what it is that they're seeing in the mirror that you may not have caught. I feel like talking to clients helps them to better relax and ease themselves. And a lot of times you'll find out things about them, their insecurities or things that they may not like, where you may be able to address that in a look to make them feel better. Usually not, but I have been doing hair for over 12 years. And lately I have been noticing I have been having joint pain in my thumbs. And that could just become from braiding or using the flat iron tools a lot. But for the most part, at the end of the day of my work schedule, I don't have pain in my hands. What experience do I remember the most? I had a client, she came in, she wanted a makeover. She hadn't been to the salon in maybe 10 years. And I decided to do extensions on her. And we added length to her hair, also added coloring. And at the end of the service, she broke down in tears, cried and hugged me. And that was very touching for me. I feel like anyone can become a hairstylist, but not everyone is capable of being a hairstylist. I feel like it's a skill that naturally comes to you, whether you practice it on yourself or your siblings or your parents. It's something that just comes naturally. But however, if you're going to get into the business of being a hairstylist, it's great to invest in knowledge. And also, you never stop learning and always practice and honing on your skill. To be honest with you, there's a lot of hairstylist career opportunities. I think people may not think about it, but you can work in commercial, you can work in editorial, you can work in a salon, you can just be a hairstylist. You can actually work in a funeral home with dead people. You can work in a shelter with boys and men to help them with their haircuts. You can also work as an apprentice underneath someone where you can prep the hair, adding chemicals, basing, or whatever the case is. It's actually a lot of opportunities for hairstylists. Making people smile, feeling fulfilled, seeing the end results, seeing the full transformation and knowing that someone is completely happy and they entrusted me to be able to render a service to them, not knowing exactly how it was going to end, but knowing that it ended in a positive manner. What do I hate? Indecisive people. Don't ask me. If I have children, because right now I don't have any kids, I preferably do not want to do their hair. One thing I would like to add when looking for a salon professional it's always best to have a consultation with that salon professional. That's the only way you're going to really know if it's a great fit for you. Just because they're skilled and they are a great hairstylist, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be the right hairstylist for you. So sometimes just taking an appointment, sitting down with them for 20, 30 minutes and kind of filling them out, seeing if it's a great fit and seeing what ideas or looks they may have in store for you may be a great salon experience. Integrity, loyal, knowledge. Did I talk too fast? I know I talk fast when I'm explaining.